We're live, and hopefully it isn't too laggy of a stream. I have a feeling this stream is going to be pretty bad lag-wise. I can't imagine it's going to be any better than this for the entirety of it, unfortunately. Anyways, the plan for today is... Well, okay, I don't really have a plan for today. As the title of the video probably suggests, I'm going to be a bit more, bit more skeptical on exactly what I'm doing with this account going forward. I don't really have a huge plans for it like I have up till this point. That being said, some of the quick stuff I do want to do is going to be to just try to finish up a little bit more things about the game. I think one of the things I was planning on doing was going ahead and grinding some more currency for or not really grinding, going ahead and grabbing a little bit more gems and getting Hoshi Blade, since that will actually be something really easy that I can do. I probably could have gotten quite a bit more gems, gone up to like 1 billion gems in addition to Hoshi Blade if I've been playing for off stream, just for chests and stuff. But yeah. How's the stream functioning? Looks like we're live. I mean, we're running at 0 FPS, but whatever. No, yeah, we're literally skipping like 7% of the frames. My OBS froze. Alright, my PC just feels really hot right now. Yeah, because we're missing about 30% of my frames. No, we're missing like 100% of the frames right now. Maybe it's fine. Okay, I think it's fixed now. I have no idea what I did, but whatever. Hello! Next update, I really can't leak too much of it. I can say there have been some other leaks in other places like Discord where it's a little bit more official. So you can go check there. But yeah. But as I was saying, what I wanted to go ahead and do this stream was go ahead and finish up a few more things, try to get as far as possible. Grab Hoshi Blade, and then see about unlocking some more, buying some more stuff from the Vac and Pack shop in Remnant Zone. So I think to start off with, we will go ahead and use a enchanted gem gum. Like this, and then we're going to go ahead and grab all the gem chests in Remnant Zone. Starting with this one, then we'll go grab the one Crypt. And then go grab the one in Wonder House, which should take a little bit longer to go ahead and get to. But yeah, by getting these gems, we are able to actually go ahead and afford getting a Hoshi Blade. Which, you know, it's a bit cheesy, but it is, it's pretty fair for how far we are into the game for us to be able to get Hoshi Blade, I think. Anyways, with that, we can go ahead and go to the unlockable section of the inventory and just go ahead and unlock Hoshi Blade. This will give us one more board, which is going to be pretty helpful. Or not really helpful, but pretty helpful for game completion. We still have quite a few more other stuff that we do need to go ahead and get, but we'll cover that later. Yeah, no, I'm in, I do play in public servers quite a bit of the time, so it's pretty easy to go ahead and join me. Okay, there's really no reason for me to grab Ghost with this gum. I'm not going to be able to make a decent chunk or dent. Anyways, I think now that we have, that, I wanted to go check to see how expensive some of these packs and Vacs are. I think the goal, yeah, 200,000 or 200, yeah, 200 million. They're pretty expensive, but I think they are still doable. It's going to be probably around 2 billion remnant coins, or 500 million gems worth of remnant coins, for us to get all of those. We probably aren't going to get all of them. Also, my PC is just literally burning up. It probably isn't not going to do too much, but cooling down the room a little, it might help a small amount. Should probably think about cleaning up some, like, the fans or whatever, because there's probably some dust gathered up in there. Anyways, so yeah, that was my plan, is to go ahead and grind for some packs of Vacs from Remnant Zone. This will be done using mostly glitchy X-Gum. We'll probably also get a little bit of some other stuff like loot or bunny gum or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. Or, no, sorry, well, we might also end up having to use a little bit of loot gum to get some more glitchy X gum, but we'll see as we get there. We have quite a bit of enchanted X gum, surprisingly. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and set our spawn here. And then just go grab ghosts until we need to sell. I'm just remembering how bad of an idea it is grinding on stream for this stuff, because it is so slow. Like off stream I'm running at least 20 FPS where you can, like, you know, actually do stuff, but whatever. Hello. You should probably sooner rather than later actually look into buying a better PC. Oh, one other thing I was going to say, might be a little bit late now, is that now that I do have like all the pet crates done, and I am kind of done, I'm thinking that I'm going to lift some of the restrictions on what pets I can use, specifically allowing stuff like ghostly vision mythicals, and some of those stats. Just because, like, really at this point, we are just kind of grinding for currency, so being able to use better pets is just... It's going to make stuff a little bit easier, and it's actually, I don't think, going to speed it up too much, just due to not actually being that much better stat-wise. Alright, there we go. That being said, we'll probably go ahead and equip them now, just because we are doing the grinding. Strictly speaking, it is a downgrade to one of ours, just because it is level 1, and Blue Bunny is a little bit level 11, but still it should be pretty helpful to go ahead and have those. I think we'll also start alternating now with using some enchanted loot gum, just to keep our mounts up. Just so we don't end up running out of X gum halfway through and having to switch all together. It should just keep it a little bit more consistent. Yeah. Hello, York. Yeah. And by a new hardest level, do you just mean like a new level on a hardest level list or something like that? Or I don't really know Geometry Dash terms, so I'm assuming it's not like the hardest level. I'm assuming it's like one of the hardest levels or a hard level. No? Oh, is it not even Geometry Dash? I don't know. Is there any easier way to become influencer for Ghost Simulator now due to the fact that not many people make videos in game and actually watch the game? If you... I'm not really in charge of influencer stuff. If you make good content for the game, or if you make content for other stuff and you're relatively big, then yeah, maybe you can get it, but it is definitely lower than it was right when the game came out and like what official requirements say. If you are making consistent content, if you just make like 1 or 2 videos or whatever, then yeah, the requirements probably stand. But if you make consistent content, then yeah, you also are required to actually have people watch your content no matter what. Like, you can't just post content, get 0 views on all of it, and say, hey, I make Ghost Sim videos. You actually have to be decent enough that people would actually watch it. Yeah, actually, in the last update, I don't know how much you care. The rates were actually slightly improved for Route 2 of the second area set in Remnant Zone, and then the rates for Route 3 or the last area set, the one I'm in right now, were slightly decreased. So if you're struggling before, it's probably a little bit easier now. Like 50% though isn't too much. It is still going to be somewhat difficult. Yeah, I mean, one of the big ones is going to have name recognition. Like, if people know what your name is, then yeah, you're probably good. Also, like, it really depends. Like, a lot of it depends on like how recognizable the community and like other stuff too, like whether or not you whether the content you make or your personality fits well with the community. I know in some respects, like having a like, even if you make consistent videos and whatever, but like swearing a lot or whatever, they're hesitant to make those like YouTubers, just because like Ghost Sim is a PG game, so they do try to keep those that play the game and represent the game in aspects PG. But yeah, you can always make tickets about stuff like this. In the Discord group is where mainly most of the communication and other stuff for it. You can always make tickets asking like stuff like that. Like, hey, I'm at such and such subscribers, I make such and such consistent videos. Would this be good for an influencer, or what would I need to work on to actually become an influencer of the game? They probably will have better answers for you. I know I'm not really managing any of that stuff. I don't know if there is actually anyone managing too much of that stuff officially, just because it is such a niche thing. It's usually a case-by-case basis more than a oh yeah, we have these requirements that you each need to meet. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, Ghost Simulator doesn't even really need to get popular, but yeah, if you do make content that a lot of people do watch consistently, then yeah, you can pretty easy. I mean, not pretty easy get influencer. They're like getting influencers is actually pretty I should say it's still pretty difficult to get. But like, if you are making consistent videos and people are consistently watching it, that is definitely the first step. Again, making a ticket's probably going to get you better information than I can provide. I'm not a manager for that, and I cannot make anyone influencer. you know, despite what it may look like, just because I'm a developer does not mean I manage all aspects of the game. There's other people that do that stuff. Oh yeah, no, I'm not 100% sure on this, so don't quote me on it. But I think a little bit of swearing here or there is fine as long as it's not like super big deal, like, you know, all the time. And then if you beep it out, obviously, if that's good enough for YouTube, that's going to be good enough for devs or whatever. It's going to be good enough for stuff. But even if you don't like beep it out, if it's just very, very occasional or whatever, or not too bad. Yeah. That being said, it is still a PG game, so. Actually, yeah, at this rate, we're actually doing pretty good on getting up to, like, I think at this rate, we are pretty easily going to get to, at least a new vac, or at least a new pack, and maybe a new vac, too. Like, it is pretty expensive, but it is only, like, 400, so we're already, like, an eighth of the way there. I mean, it has been, like, 30 minutes, but, you know, that's still only 4 hours of grinding or whatever for a pack and a vac. And honestly, I think if we do manage to get all the packs and vacs available for us in Remnant Zone, which will probably actually, if I just did some AFK, or not AFK, some offline grinding, it would probably make it quite a bit faster. Like, I could probably just do this all in, like, one sitting or whatever, offline, or off stream, I guess. Also, this is... Just because on stream I do get a lot more lag, as you guys can probably tell. Alright, there we go. Yeah, funny thing is, I don't actually think the pets that we have equipped right now, the Ghostly Dutchmans, are actually changing too much of it, just because it's, even if you consider like the max level versus these max levels, it's like a less than a 50% increase. So it's still going to be quite a bit of a grind for us to get up to it. That being said, we are about 2/3 of the way to at least buying one pack. Or 1/3 of the way. We are running low on Glitchy X Gum, but we should actually, let's do that right now. We should be able to go ahead and get quite a bit of, or some enchanted gum to go ahead and replace with, which should make this whole thing a little bit faster too, even without considering the fact that we probably aren't going to make as much as we use back. Alright, there we go. That's actually quite a bit of gum. Let's go see. Alright, we got 6 enchanted X gum and I think quite a bit of enchanted loot gum. Yeah, we got like... We started at 40 enchanted loot gum. We now have 56, so we are making loot gum stonks. We'll probably go ahead and swap over to using enchanted X gum because we have more of that now. But yeah. Should just be able to keep alternating between X gum and loot gum and make the rest of this go by pretty quick. Once we do get a pack upgrade, it won't actually help too much with getting the next ones. I know in some other words like Ghost World, if you get one pack upgrade, it makes the next one a lot easier to get. Remnant Zone's kind of not quite the same just because you aren't really limited by filling up your pack. You're more limited by just vacuuming ghosts more than anything, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Anyways, I'm expecting today for us to finally reach 95% game completion. Just because we have, or 96, I guess. Just because, like, packs and Vacs are actually a larger percent than, like, quests or whatever. Or journal entries for sure. So buying one or two of those should inch us over to 96%. I think if we bought all the packs and Vacs that we have left, we'd probably get up to 97%. With the last 3% remaining in indexes. So that's currently what we're missing and need to work on for Ghost Sim. But yeah, it definitely does go to show like how much different it is grinding with like a new player versus an old player. Like in terms of vacuum stats, I'm pretty much on par with any of the best players, which is kind of unfortunate. I do actually plan on making that so vacuum stats is a little bit more important and a little bit more balance between players. But in terms of like cell stats, you can definitely see it with like this account or whatnot, where it literally takes hours to go ahead and upgrade a vacuum or a pack. Like with like max grinding, whereas like with a max player or whatever, even on my main account, it takes less than like 20 minutes from entering Remnant Zone to get the best pack or vac. This is definitely seen also in like Backdoor and whatnot, and Ghost World to a lesser extent. But definitely it can be seen in Remnant Zone, the difference in currency cell discrepancy. Which is not made any better by rebirths, but whatever. But yeah, the plan for today is getting up to 96% game completion. Again, that should only take us really buying one pack and one vac, I think. So we'll be trying to go ahead and work towards that. I might off stream just do the 3-4 hours of grinding for the other packs and vacs, just so I can say I have all of them and see where I get game completion percent, because this is definitely getting a little bit boring. Another thing that I could do on this account is there are some stuff in the index. Some of the stuff is really difficult to get, like for instance trying to get all the main hub boss pets is not going to be an easy task. But yeah. Like, I do need to get like 5 or 6 mythicals, the one from Spades Humberger, and then and the one from Anomaly still. So, quite a few mythicals that or boss chest mythicals that I need to get. Same thing with some godlies from Remnant Guardian and Great Guardian, and then I do have one godly, the godly board from Bow Boss that I can get. And that's pretty much it for Index. All those are pretty hard to get though, so I don't even know if I will be bothering to go ahead and get them. Alright, there you go. We'll start using XCOM again. Yeah, there we go. We're about halfway there. Again, we've spent just over 45 minutes, so probably another 30 minutes just because we spent around 15 minutes goofing around for the first part. And we should be at least one pack upgrade. Again, I don't know. We'll probably go spend another hour to go ahead and get the vacuum upgrade corresponding with it, just because it is going to be a similar price. Time to price ratio. And again, we're going to be needing it for the game completion anyways. But yeah. It's actually interesting, like, we have almost run out of our basic loot gum on this count. It just kind of shows how much gum you actually do end up using if you're, like, playing. I know some people just have thousands, and you can't go through that, but you can go through a few hundred if you are actively playing the game. Like, compare my amount of basic loot gum to my amount of basic nitro gum, and you can see I've used over 600 basic loot gum, which is, like, 20 hours worth of straight loot gum grinding, which is kind of absurd if you put it that way. Same thing if you compare it to, like, my other ones, you'll notice a similar trend. Like, I think with Glitchy, you'll notice a pretty similar trend where I have a lot of glitchy nitro gum and less glitchy nitro loot gum, or glitchy loot gum. This is a board from the Remnant Zone Unlockable, so if you go into the inventory, hoverboards, Unlockable section, you'll be able to purchase it with Remnant coins. This was added 4 updates ago now, 5 updates ago. Actually, I think it was before Easter, so it's like, it was actually over 3 months ago now. But anyways, a lot of cool stuff you can buy for Remnant coins. This one is fairly cheap, only 100 million rems, i.e. 25 million gems worth of rems, which is how I like to compare numbers, because it makes it a lot easier to be like, oh yeah, this million gems worth, and then people can understand that, oh yeah, 25 million gems isn't that much gems, or whatever. But yeah, that's one thing that people have been pointing out to me, that unless you're in the Discord for Ghost Simulator, you really don't get up to date on, like, update information or what's new in the game, which is kind of like people have been suggesting like an in-game update log, and it's a bad idea. I don't want to do that work every single update just to copy paste something that is better stored on Discord anyways. But I do understand that if you aren't like actively in the Discord and actively reading every single patch notes, there is stuff that you miss in every single update. Sort of why I make Ghost Sim update videos, but even those aren't going to be perfect because like not everyone watches my channel. They should, but no. And yeah, update videos are one of those things, like, you aren't going to watch the update video for the last update to the game. You're just going to play the game. Same thing with, like, months ago updates. You aren't going to worry about watching that because it's already in the game. You can just play it. Yeah, don't get as addicted to this game as I am. I am probably a bit too addicted to this. Honestly, I don't even. The worst thing about it is I actually don't play that much off stream. Like, I think for the last week, it's been like less than 20 minutes of playing the game versus development of the game. I actually do a lot more development than I do playing. Which is nice. I do love development. Coding stuff is just so much fun. But yeah, honestly, on stream is kind of the only time I really play Ghost Simulator, so I'm not even that addicted. It's just kind of a thing, but yeah. But yeah, a lot of people do take breaks. I think taking breaks from games is a good idea. Like, there are a lot of times when that is kind of just what you need, and taking a break will help you enjoy the game quite a bit more. Yeah, actually, I on this account, for instance, it's taking quite a bit longer too. It's rebirths can definitely take a while, especially if you aren't focused on them. But yeah, no, taking breaks is fine. Honestly, not even... You don't... There are some games where you're better off just playing casual. I don't think Ghost Simulator is one of those, just because its casual experience is quite bad, but yeah, you do need to not like grind every single game you play like I do. I have this issue where I kind of optimize the fun out of every game I play, and like Squad Busters, for instance, a new release from Supercell. I have played that game probably way too much. Like, it's been out for, I think, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, but like I've played pretty much like an hour a day or plus or whatever, to the point where like it's not really fun to play the game, but it just kind of ruins a lot of it if you do play a game too much. I pretty much have that issue with every game I play. I'm not great at setting good grind standards. I overcommit a lot. It's definitely an issue. Let's grab one more ghost and then we'll go ahead and sell. Sell, use XGum. I didn't have XGum. Yes, I do. But yeah, games can be quite a bit more fun if you just play casual. Like, don't worry about min-maxing every aspect of it. It's hard to make a game where like it actually rewards that type of non-min-maxing, which is, I guess, kind of why I get addicted to a lot of stuff. And then when you do reward that, it does kind of encourage people not to play the game as much as possible, which is kind of what you want when you make a game, is people to play it as much as possible. But yeah, it's definitely better from a health standpoint to, you know, take stuff a little bit slower most of the time. Yeah, free-to-play is definitely a lot... I don't know, free-to-play games are definitely a lot better in some respects. Like, it feels a lot more freeing to just be able to do whatever, not have to worry about spending money on a game and then maximizing how much you get out of it. Also, I think we just crashed, so lovely. What have you missed? You have missed me grinding 134 million remnant coins, i.e. not that much. You also joined just in time for us to crash. I'm going to blame you for this one, even though it's definitely not your fault. Yeah, no, we're crashing. Alright, I'm just going to go log out right now. But yeah, the plan for today's stream is going to be to go ahead and grind for a pack and a vac from the remnant shop to go ahead and get that. We went ahead and grabbed the Hoshi blade right at the beginning of the stream, since I had collected a few of the chests with like enchanted gem gum from like crypt and stuff to get quite a bit of those gems. I've also decided that I will allow myself to go ahead and use the ghostly vision mythicals, just because like all we're doing right now is grinding currency for different stuff, so nerfing myself for that reason's not really a point, especially since I'm basically done with my second rebirth at this point, so might as well start lifting some of those hard mode rules, because I'm not going to be doing another rebirth with hard mode rules. Yeah, anything else? Maybe you could have grinded... No, the last two areas, I'm not missing ghosts. I don't think you understand just how laggy this account is. It is... Having more ghosts would actually not help. The only thing that would help would be actually getting above 4 frames per second most of the time. Anyways, there's still plenty of ghosts in the last areas. There's still like 25% more than the average other area has to have, so. How did I just teleport there? There's a teleport, remote teleporter that you can get from Blue Bunny. That will go ahead and give you this teleport option. And then if you go ahead and use the hotkey C, it's a little bit weird right now because I have a touch screen, so it's not actually displaying the. Actually, I may have just completely gypped it. But yeah, if you press C, you'll instantly teleport. I think I accidentally removed that in the last update, so I'll have to see about fixing that at some point. But yeah, if you go ahead and press C, you'll be able to quickly teleport if you have the perk unlocked. You on mobile? No, I'm playing on a PC that has a touchscreen, so I can, in theory, if I wanted to, play using touch controls, which is partially why, yeah, partially why half the time this is so bad, but whatever. Anyways, that was a weird sell. Let's just ignore that. But yeah. Also, is it possible to play on MacBook? Probably. You can probably download or play on the Chrome, or I guess not Chrome. I mean, you can probably play Roblox on a MacBook. And if you can play Roblox, you can play Ghost Simulator. There's like no real question about that. Yeah, well, because they don't need you to touch them, so they don't really need to make it so that it can withstand some force. But yeah, there are definitely cons to having a touchscreen. Or maybe not too much cons, but like I don't have much point for on my PC to have a touchscreen. It's really more for like people who do art or stuff, I'd imagine. But yeah, we have about 4 more gums we need to use, so about 16 more minutes or so, or maybe 20 minutes. 25. Oh, those are the frames I like to see. Man, that's only 17 more rebirths, shaking my head. Yeah, I know on my main account when I was doing rebirths, I kind of lost motivation. I was planning on doing 17 rebirths for Remnant Tycoon. I got 7 and then I kind of given up. Partially due to becoming a dev, partially due to the Christmas and Halloween events. But yeah, all of that stuff is sort of just losing motivation after time, but I mean, honestly, all you need to really do is play for like the next 2 weeks straight, or not even 2 weeks straight. Just need to play for like 3 hours every single day for like 3 weeks, and you're there. Don't even need to invest that much time. That's like 3 hours a day. You can do that. That's not too bad. Yeah, getting a school computer is pretty cool. I know my school does it. I know it's sort of a richer school things, and my school isn't rich. It's a public school, but I guess I never really got it from my high school just because they introduced it after I left. But yeah, having a computer for school is definitely pretty nice. Generally, they are a little bit more locked down. I don't know if you would be able to get Roblox on it. But like having it for just like school stuff or PDFs or a lot of other stuff is just really nice just to have a computer. So it's definitely something I do like about things at the moment is schools providing computers for people, because there's a lot of stuff you can do with computers, like Excel sheets. The one thing, oh, I should say this about school accounts. I know with your school, like when you are in most schools, you do get like a school email account. One of the things that I have seen with this that some people forget is that school account will erase once you finish school. So if you hook up any accounts to it, I know at one point I had my Roblox account linked to it, just because like, oh, I know this email. Let me use this email for it. You do need to switch that over to an email you own so you don't actually end up losing access to it. I know this is something that isn't like super common, but like you will use like an email account to go ahead and just set up an account for something and then forget which one you have it set up for, and then school ends and now all of a sudden that email is lost and you can no longer access an account. So if you are using like school stuff for things, make sure that you do transfer before school ends. Transfer all that stuff over to other things. Like if you have an app on your school computer or information stored on your school computer, transfer that over to a personal computer before school ends, because that always happens. Yeah, I think there's probably some sort of subsidy or government thing, like either state or maybe even I guess you may not be US based, but state or country based, where they do make all schools provide computers or whatnot. I know that's probably something that would happen. I don't know if it's already a thing in the US. It probably is, but definitely. It's definitely somewhere where it has already requirements for every single school to provide kids with computers and whatnot, but yeah. The Void, occasionally Roblox doesn't like to load resources. If you stay there, I know the wormhole takes like a few seconds for it to actually load, just because it has a built-in timer to only show up if people have a rebirth, and it takes a little bit of time for it to load. You can see this also with like the rebirth sign. When you go ahead and complete the question mark NPC for being able to rebirth, the sign behind it that shows you where to rebirth takes a little bit of time to go ahead and appear, and that's just because it has a little bit of a delay between when you complete the quest and when it actually will appear. Islands in the sky are not there? Interesting. Yeah, Roblox really does weird stuff with loading sometimes. Generally, if you wait long enough, it loads. But like if you open the F9 error and there's just a whole lot of red could not load assets, it is possible that Roblox is just having a day and not loading stuff. I'm fairly sure I didn't do anything to accidentally break it, but you know, occasionally I do weird stuff and code completely breaks. Nothing on F9? Yeah, if nothing's in F9 and nothing is showing up visually, it is generally a Roblox error where it's just taking a while to load stuff. Or you have your graphics turned down too far so you can't actually render the islands. But if you're like standing on the islands and they're still invisible, then yeah. Yes, you have to, if sometimes on your keyboards, for mine instance, the F keys are, they're like a dual purpose key, so you have to hold down Fn, which is a function key, which will toggle it so that you're actually using the F4, F5, F6 functions, instead of the thing on them, which for yours might be muting your mic. I know for mine it's muting my mic, and I think generally they follow a similar layout on different keyboards. But yeah, just because it has two functionalities, you'll have to hold down Fn, which is called the function key, to go ahead and swap that. Same thing if you have other, like, I know on mine, I have a backlight for my keyboard, which I can activate by doing Fn space. So if you have other keys that have other functionalities, you can probably hold Fn to go ahead and do that. My space does specifically have an icon that shows that, but yeah. Some keyboards also have a function lock. I think most laptops do not. I think it's more of a, like, I'm trying not to say PC here because that's not the correct terminology. A laptop is a PC, but like actual computers or non-laptops have a function lock where you can just kind of toggle it on or off for that sort of thing. You might too. I don't know exactly how you'd go ahead and enable it though. One of the annoying things of having a lot of the built-in stuff like that dual purpose for keys is that actually, like, when I'm playing Minecraft, for instance, there's a command for, like, showing hitboxes of items and whatnot for Minecraft. F3 keys do a lot of different stuff for Minecraft, and that's actually bound to, like, F3Q is and F3 like C or whatever, or like bound to different things on my computer, so it's actually not possible for me to like see hitboxes of mobs or whatnot on my on Minecraft on my computer, just because those keys are bound to something else, which is actually kind of annoying. Another Chrome update? Oh, that's rip. Yeah, updating is cool and all, but I do like how Windows only does it like once every week, and it always happens when you're like asleep generally. So that does make it quite a bit better. Let's go ahead, use loot gum. Anyways, all we need to do is go ahead and sell one more or two more times. We found X-Gub, and we are there for being able to buy the pack upgrade, which should help a decent amount. Only it's taking us an hour and 15 minutes, which is pretty good. We'll probably go ahead and then spend another hour to go ahead and grab the Vac, and then hopefully gain one more game completion percent. We will go ahead and sell without X-Gum again, just so we can get we will be able to get the pack regardless. And then once we are done, we'll also convert our items to gum again to replenish our X-Gum stocks, because we are running a little bit low on that. We do still have enough that I think we're going to make it to buy the pack that or the vacuum that I need, but we'll see. We are actually completely out of enchanted X-Gum, so hopefully we get a good supply from turning in our items. Otherwise, this might be a little bit of a stretch to go, a little bit ambitious to just go for the vacuum as well. But yeah, there we go. We can go ahead and buy the pack. This is a small upgrade to the amount of space we can hold, but it should also contribute a little bit. Let's go check really quick. Oh! Hey, look at that! We went ahead and actually gained a game completion percent. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. We're now up to 96%. I think 1 more percent of this would come from buying all the last packs and Vacs. But the other 3% is stuck over here in the journal, in our uncompleted indexes, specifically for boss pets, mythicals from some stuff, and a few other things. But yeah, this one specifically with the 8 mini boss pets, and then the mythicals from all the from Remnant and Great Guardian are the stuff I'm missing. And yeah, then we're also missing quite a bit of boards too, which is I guess I could go grind race coins was another thing I could do. Could work on getting these godlies. And then we have the unlockable boards that we aren't going to go ahead and aim for. One of the things to note is that the Blockspite HQ stuff does not count for index, so I'm not going to need to worry about those. Despite us missing like a good 90% of them. Yeah, Void might not load. That is actually interesting. Actually, let me go take a quick look at that if you're... Otherwise, like, if it isn't loading for me, it might also just be something weird going on. Like, I might have actually done something bad in the code if it's not loading for me. But most likely it's a Roblox error or a server error or something. No? Okay, it's loading for me. Even the wormhole down there. I mean, there aren't any other people in the server, but it is definitely loaded for me, so... server issue. Lag question mark? Yeah, also, I mean, it is a Roblox server. It is potential that Roblox server literally had an issue where it decided not to load the stuff. Like, that is 100% a possibility. Okay, nope. Deadpool just having issues. Yeah, this world's completely here for me, so... Alright, back to regularly scheduled grinding in Remnant Zone. I'm ideally looking for somewhere around 10 or so enchanted X-gums from this, so we'll... It does not look like we are getting that many. It looks like we're getting like 5. We got 7. We also got an enchanted boss gum. But yeah, that's definitely going to cause a little bit of some issues. No, that's normal. I've done that before. It's just to prevent people from just completely ignoring the puzzle. Makes the puzzle required to actually beat the quest. That's 100% intentional, and I'm aware of that. I've done that before. You have to go ahead and complete the puzzle before you can click the button. Alright, I'm gonna go join a private server really quick because I don't feel like at 4 FPS trying to compete with other people for ghosts. That being said, you guys can still join me if you can find my server link. So, yeah. Do, 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 do. You know, if my servers ever load. Oh, there they are. And there they are. And yeah, this is what people complain about when they complain about like Blaze taking forever. These transitions are all like lag based, so yeah, don't lag, and you can actually play the game quite a bit faster. That being said, we are now in. We'll go ahead, teleport over to Remnant Zone. And here we are. And now we should just be able to grind a little bit more efficiently. Or a little bit less efficiently, depending on how long it takes us to get in. I think one of the main goals is going to be making sure we maximize our X gum because we are quite low on that. So using a lot of loot gum to make sure we get as much items as possible to replenish as much is going to be something I do try to do as much as possible. Does the next update have a new NPC? No, next update is not going to have any new NPCs. I will tell you that. I probably wouldn't tell you if there was a new NPC coming though, just because like NPCs are a little bit more, I don't know, game changing in a sense. I don't know, a little bit more secretive and a little bit more important to not like leak too much of. Actually, if you've been following in the Discord, there's been a few other leaks posted. You can probably find them. They might not be on the wiki yet. They probably aren't going to be on the wiki. But I've posted a few leaks on what actually is coming in the next update, or other people have. I don't know. They probably aren't the easiest to find, just because like they do kind of get spammed out. But if people did care, there were some publicly. I try not to leak too much on stream because this is more of like an unofficial thing and not related to Bloxbyte. So it's better for me to usually leak stuff on the public Discord and then reference them here or whatnot. Just because that looks a lot better to be like, oh yeah, no, I didn't leak in my own YouTube. I'm not leaking to support my YouTube. I am just referencing them in my YouTube because they've been leaked already. Can't get Discord? Okay. Yeah, basically there's been some leaks for a new boss coming out. I did a Discord stream animating it. So, you know, cool new boss. Speculation is that it's going to be a Lucky Eyes boss, due to the naming of the folder in the stream being called a Lucky Boss. But yeah, other than that, there's been a leak for a Incinerator rework that got showed-ish. I don't know how much of that was people have correctly extrapolated, so I'm not going to leak too much more than that. So Incinerator rework and a new boss have been leaked somewhat. Yeah, sometimes vacations don't really feel like vacations. I don't really have this issue because, you know, but definitely being home is nice in some respects, especially with, like, computers and whatnot. Like, being home around your computer is a lot better sometimes than being on vacation away from the internet. That being said, I spend way too much time on the internet, so I actually do enjoy having a vacation where I don't have to do internet stuff, which I am going to have later in the summer, which is going to be interesting for Ghost Simulator, because, you know, I won't be doing too much programming stuff during then. I'll probably do still a little bit, like making sure that the game gets updated and whatnot, but I'm not going to be, like, actually coding a new feature like I am this update or next update. Alright, I think once we fill up after this pack, we are going to go ahead and sell with X Gum. I think 2 loot gums per X Gum should be a sustainable rate. Oh, yeah. No, that's a... it's a bit different. Alright, let's... So this will probably take us another hour or so. I believe it's a little bit cheaper than the pack we purchased, so that should help a little bit. But it's still pretty close to 200 million that we need. Which, I mean, to be fair, we're already an eighth of the way there. But that's really not too much. But that does... I think that just... That means about 8 times 6, correct? So about 48 minutes of grinding. Assuming I use the same rate I've been using for so far. Okay, so there's this one change that I made a while ago. I don't know how many of you guys noticed this, but I made it so that the hoverboard actually correctly like adjusts your position when you equip it. So instead of before it would either randomly move you up every like second or so that you equipped it, now it will set your position to above the floor, which is good in some respects. It makes it so that if you equip it, you don't get stuck in floors or anything like that I get used to. But it does have this weird thing where it will snap you back down to the ground if you're like a decent ways above it, which I was partially intentional, but it definitely messes up some of my like muscle memory, because I'm used to jumping before I equip the board, and it doesn't feel weird because it feels weird because it snaps you back down when you do that. Like if you just equip it from the ground, it feels normal. But if you like do the jump equip that I am really used to doing, it goes ahead and just sort of snaps you back down, which is, it doesn't feel right. I might adjust it a little bit more to patch that out, but yeah, it's definitely something I've noticed about it. Like I probably just need to break my muscle memory of jumping every time I equip the board is probably all that needs to be done. I'm kind of wondering if you guys have noticed that too. I know I made that change a while ago, and Very few people actually noticed it, but yeah. It might be one of those things that you've subconsciously noticed, but now that I mention it, you'll be able to be like, oh yeah, I have noticed that more recently. Alright, let's go ahead and use Shift XCOM. So... Oh, you already adjusted? Yeah, you play quite a bit more than me. I'm sure if I played longer at a time, I'd probably be a little bit better at fixing. Like even now that I'm consciously not equipping my board, it actually feels fine. Like, it was just I was so used to jumping before I equipped my board that it just became weird to be adjusted back down afterwards. Hello! Yeah, don't worry, we probably have like another hour of grinding before I get the pack. We have managed to upgrade up to a 96% game completion, which is pretty solid. Yeah, probably not going to get too much else done in today's stream. It is mainly just buying packs and Vacs and boards for currency, which is pretty expensive. So, yeah. One thing I was meaning to fix is, or not one thing I've been meaning to fix. I haven't really decided to fix it yet, but one thing I've been thinking about fixing is the board, like, jump refresh. Right now it's based on a timer-based system, but I was thinking of adding a system where it would also, like, instantly refresh if you're, like, within X amount of the ground, which I think would be quite a bit better. It'd definitely make it better when you first equip instead of having this, like, giant period where I aren't able to jump. It fixed that. It also fixed it, like, if you jump onto a higher platform or whatever, where you have to wait a while and then you can jump again. And it wouldn't have issues, like, right now, like, one of the things with, like, the reason why the jump is delayed, you can't, like, equip your board and immediately jump, is because it used to be the case that you could, like, spam like this and then just gain an insane amount of height without ever having to really, do anything. You can just spam your hoverboard and jump or whatever instantly and then unequip, equip, jump. But yeah, that's one thing I've also been thinking about fixing. Hoverboard, like, spawn distance was something that was sort of in a similar vein to that. I don't know. I don't have an ETA on that. Some things I'll fix faster than others. A lot of it really depends on when I have time and when I feel like it. Or when I feel like it and have time for it, because, yeah, sometimes I get pretty busy with other stuff. That being said, you can kind of just jump a little bit higher before equipping your board and it'll work out fine. Since you do have to be, like, within a certain amount of distance of 4 to do it. But yeah, patching this also fixed a few other like clipping issues in the game. It used to be the case that if you could equip your board and then teleport through some like thin ceilings, or if you drop down fast enough, you could equip your board and clip through thin floors. So I think both of those bugs have been patched, which is nice because those were some. They weren't like bad bugs because you have to intentionally do it, but there's always those things where it's like, oh yeah, people could clip out of bounds or whatever certain places. Like in towers specifically, it was something I was doing regularly. It didn't really affect anything, but yeah. I mainly do these streams to actually play myself. Like, it's fun for me to do these streams, and it's a good time for me to go ahead and play. Because I've said this before, I don't do too much actual playing of Ghost Simulator or other games too much actually off stream. So having a dedicated time where I'm live streaming and I am playing the game does feel nice to be able to just, you know, play something that I like to play. And then I can also pretend that I'm being productive while doing it because I'm making a live stream and content for YouTube that people watch. More than one person watches, but not that much more than one person. Yeah, the point really isn't for people viewing it, it's more for getting myself stuff done, having fun. Alright, there we go. Gonna do another XCOM cell route. I think this will get us up to 75 million, and then we'll need to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 more cells or so. That is really weird. Like, Roblox actually did that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Roblox support has. I don't know if appealing is even worth it for a 7-day ban. I don't. It probably is. But like, yeah, that's why people complain about Roblox support. Oh wait, just a second. This was not what I intended to do, but whatever. Honestly, like this is quite a bit of grinding for a lot for like one pack or one back. So I've been thinking about doing like off-stream grinding for this and like getting all the packs and backs just to see like where that'd leave us in terms of game progression or whatever. But honestly, I might just not worry about it. Because, like, basically my options are I either can get all the stuff I'm missing and try to get, like, 99 game completion percent, which would probably take close to 30 to 40 hours for, like, the easy stuff, and only get us up to, like, 98%. Or I can just, like, start rebirthing on this account, or I could, like, stop this, like, grinding on this account altogether, which is an option. Yeah, I don't even know, like, there's just a lot of stuff on this account where it's kind of gotten to the end of the account, and there's not too much more left to really do for it, so. Another thing is, Minecraft's update, I don't know what it's called, is coming out, like, I think middle of this week, so, I'm not going to have anything for that, like, right when it launches, which is unfortunate. But maybe when that comes out, instead of doing hard mode on Mondays or whatever, I switch over to like a Minecraft Monday. Or instead of doing hard mode account, I do like some sort of Minecraft for that. The thing is, I would have to go set up a realm for that, or maybe even swap finally over to a server so I don't have to pay as much, because realms are expensive. Yeah, I could do a reverse speedrun on either my main or on this account or whatever, but rebirths are weird, especially on my main account where like I kind of want to keep my main account maxed out for like testing purposes or whatnot, but yeah, I don't know. I guess one of the things is I can always just dev stuff into my main account for testing purposes if I need. Yeah, June 13th. I know I said I was going to try to get like a few additional mods on that. I'll see about that. I don't know how easy it is going to be to actually like set up some of the mods I was thinking for it, especially on like a realm where you don't really have mod access. So it'd have to be. Actually, you might be able to do mods. I don't know. I'll have to see. It will be I'm busy pretty much. Like last week I was busy. This week I was busy. As in like the last 5 to 9 or whatever at night PM. I've been away from home or whatever. I mean that's only 4 hours, but basically because I have 4 hours less each day, it does make it a little bit harder to do stuff like that. So probably those start of next week, assuming I decide that I can do it with the Ghost Simulator update that I'm having up, the next Ghost Simulator update, which is I would say it's a big update, but like it is like not really big, but it's cool and a lot of work. Yeah, because I don't know how many of you guys will care about it, but some people will massively care about it and some people will minorly care about it. What are the best pets in Ghost Simulator? Classifieds. They're the 1 in a 100,000 chance from every single pet crate. Specifically the ones from Memory Zone are the best pets in the game. They are pretty hard to get. It costs around 40 billion gems for the last one, assuming you have all luck boosts running. Which, you know, for some people that's impossible to get, and then for other people, that is about 2 minutes of grinding. So yeah, it really depends. But yeah, those are currently the best pets in the game. Whether or not they stay like that, who knows? Alright, we're about halfway there now. We'll probably, after I sell this time with the X-Gum, go ahead and convert our items to some more gum to get that last little bit of X-Gum I need. because we are going to run out of that if I don't convert. Also, we are making a smallish dent in our enchanted loot gum supplies. I do expect us to be making more stonks, so after this conversion we'll probably be back up to like 60 or 70, which is going to be good. Especially if I do decide to do rebursts on this count, because having a good supply of loot gum was something that I've been kind of missing for if I wanted to do more rebursts. Alright, let's go see about converting our items. All we really need to get is like 3 X gums from this, but we'll probably get a few more than that. Actually, if we're converting over 100, we're probably expecting like 7, 8. 11! I will take 11! Especially since we only got 8 dancing gum. Okay, that should be enough. We do have 65 loot gums. And should be good to go ahead and basically just burn through the rest of this. If I remember correctly, we only need to go ahead and get a couple, like 60, 70 more for the vacuum. I believe it's a bit cheaper. Yeah, okay, that's significantly cheaper than the pack was. Or it's 25% cheaper, but that's pretty good. I think that's like 2 more cells with... Yeah, we might just skip using loot gum for the next 2 and just straight up use 2 more X gums and then sell with those and get it. But yeah, 2 hours to go ahead and get 1 pack, 1 back. Not the worst. It's also interesting because I'm not using like gem gum or anything, and I'm not getting too many gems, but I'm definitely getting a noticeable amount of gems, which is, I don't know, a good change of pace. I know that's a change I made at one point, just increasing all the gem drops, but it definitely feels a lot better now than it did before, because even though like most of this stuff is from gem chests with like enchanted gem gum, I can't really still make a dent in like the most expensive pet crates, but it does feel like at least I'm gaining some gems, which is debatable. Alright, what was I doing? I was using enchanted X gum to sell, and then we'll do that like twice more, and we should be there. Because we are not that far away from having an upgrade. Okay, that's one. Alright, I think we're going to use X or gum and then like expire it right before we sell and swap to an X gum. Or no. We'll do a full normal sell and then we'll do a I don't know. But yeah, once we fill up our pack this time, we'll go ahead and sell with an X gum, and then we'll just go ahead and buy that vacuum. Again, that vacuum's actually worthless to us, even though we have, like, literally the bare... okay, no, we no longer have the bare minimum. But even though we've been running pretty much the bare minimum pet stats that you can reasonably have at this point, vacuum's pretty much been worthless to us since we entered Remnant Zone, so... the only reason we are buying it is to get the game completion percent from it, which isn't going to even be noticeable since we are already at 96%. It's going to be like 0.2 or 0.3 or whatever. If we do decide to go buy more, then yeah, we'll have a good point, but for right now, it is kind of just a useless purchase that we're only doing for game completion percent at this point. No reason. We save time overall doing this. Alright, we'll go ahead and sell, and then we'll go ahead and buy that vacuum. There we go, time ticker vacuum. And we are still at 96% game completion, but we do now have the time set. I have no idea what you'd want to call this. Yeah. Actually, we're probably somewhere on the all-time or daily leaderboard. Yeah, we are number 2 on the daily leaderboard. Actually, should we go really quick and get number 1 on the daily leaderboard? Yeah, we should go do that really quick. Yeah, that's pretty much all it takes to get number 1 on the daily leaderboard. It's like 2 hours of grinding in Remnant Zone. It's actually kind of easy if you guys ever want to do it yourself. Like, you guys can all tell I've not been doing like the most efficient possible grind in Remnant Zone, and yet here I am, number 2 on the leaderboard. It's... Yeah, 44 minutes of grinding. that is the trolly bit of it. We've spent 2 hours, and literally people could have gotten this in under an hour because of how bad my frame rate is. That is kind of a bad deal. No matter what I do, the game isn't going to run like super smoothly. It's still back-end Roblox, which is going to add some complexity and some lag to the game no matter what. But yeah, there are definitely aspects of the game that I can optimize. I think the biggest source of lag is the ghost system at the moment, just based on how pervasive it is. Like every single world has the issue and whatnot. But yeah, no, there's some things where it's better just to have it laggy and function correctly than completely optimized and spend 20 hours to make it the best it possibly can be. And in Virgo Simulator, Virgo Simulator definitely probably could be optimized more. It should probably be optimized more. It's just, it's not going to be ever like super smooth to run on like lower end devices, just because of how Roblox works and stuff. And also, I think some of the optimizations that games can make are just a little bit like deleting aspects of the game if you're playing on like low quality mode isn't really a good option. Generally, you let Roblox handle the like how stuff works, just because that's better for most cases, just to let Roblox figure out how to optimize the game to perform well, rather than try to do your own hacky workaround that might not actually catch everything or may even make it worse. Reminds me of a video I watched like 2-3 years ago about like a Minecraft where someone was like, oh yeah, we were running a Minecraft thing that was supposed to optimize the game and it just made it more laggy. And it's like, yeah, you know, you can find mods or whatever and that say they'll improve, but whether or not it actually improves is generally a toss-up. Like letting a bigger fish figure out how to optimize is like letting Roblox figure out how to optimize is it already will do quite a bit of the stuff, and you don't need to worry about accidentally creating a lag fest. Recreate the whole thing in Unity? Actually, the funny thing about this, I think Makimon said this, so I'm fine sharing it. But yeah, Bloxfight in general is trying to expand out of Roblox in general. They're planning on still working on the Roblox games, but they're planning on doing like Unity stuff and Steam games and other games outside of Roblox. So yeah, I think Maki said something to that extent. I'd have to go search it up, but yep, there we go. We are now #1 on the leaderboard. Ha. Yeah, this game is actually free to play friendly for like daily leaderboard, ish. There's a lot of aspects of this game where it isn't. But yeah, there we are, #1 on the leaderboard. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it today for this episode. I know I really haven't done much. I have unlocked a pack, a back, and a board. Which, when I put it that way, it's like I have literally done nothing. But yeah. Anyways, we have Hoshi Blade now. It, I think it spins. I could have sworn it spun. Why doesn't this spin? Oh, no, there it is. No, wait, is it? Huh. I don't know why this thing doesn't spin. I thought it did spin. Maybe it just doesn't spin, never did spin. Maybe I'll make it spin later. Oh no, maybe it's because it has the trails? I don't know. Anyways, I think that'll be it for today's stream. Really haven't got... I think the next step for this account, if I was caring about specifically working on this, is just buying more of those packs and Vacs, which, I mean, it took us, what, 2 hours to go ahead and buy 350,000 worth. We have this vacuum left, and then packs of a similar price left. Wait, why? What's this pricing? What? What? Because this pack is more expensive than its corresponding vacuum, but this pack is cheaper than its corresponding vacuum. Like, pricing on this is weird, but yeah, this around 1.8 million gems, or 1.8 billion remnant coins worth of stuff. So yeah, 1.6 to 1.7 billion worth of remnant coins, which is not cheap in any respect. We do also have one more unlockable that if we are growing that much, we can go ahead and buy memory woven for another billion remnant coins. But yeah, that's pretty much it that we have left that we could actually easily get. I guess I could do some main hub grinding at some point for some race coins, but really we are pretty much out of easy stuff to go ahead and actually grind for. So yeah, might need a... Basically, I need to do some off-stream grinding if I want to actually do anything more on this account, because everything else is just going to take way too long. It's probably going to be like 3 hours per vacuum or pack or whatever. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for coming out. I do hope to have an update video out for Friday or Saturday. I'm still working on the behind the scenes of the main hub part of the first part of this hard mode account, so that should be, you know, I said when I first started making it middle of last week, that's probably going to be out middle of summer. It is a bit more effort that I need to put into that than I was thinking. Hopefully I continue to work on that and don't forget about it like some other things, Minecraft videos. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I will see you guys later. Bye.